Yeah, man. What's up with it? It's TRILLPILL back again. You know what I'm saying? With another small dose. You know, my small doses are like little reactions that I like to, you know what I'm saying, from content that I watch that's about the content that I like to talk about, you know what I'm saying, which is mental health and everything else around it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you know, I consume a lot of great content. And one of my favorite podcasts, man, it's called In the Podments. You know what I'm talking about? In the Podments, man. In the Podments with Parlay. One of my favorite podcasts. You know what I'm saying? If you know who Parlay is, he don't need no introduction. Just go Google that man. You know what I'm saying? Man's a legend in hip hop, and he's a legend out there in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? The South and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And being from Texas, you know what I'm saying? We know a little something about legends and, you know what I'm saying, and certain people being able to talk that type of talk. You know what I'm saying? And he had a guest on there, which was one of my favorite all-time rappers, Young Dro. Like, I've been a Young Dro fan. First time I heard about Young Dro, man, I was a kid. And then my big brother Sean, he popped in this tape called Day One. He popped in this, you know what I'm saying? Not tape, it was a CD, but you know what I'm saying? He popped in the CD called Day One. The Young Dro Gangsta Grills. And ever since then, I've been a Young Dro fan. Simple as that. Like I said, that's a man who needs no introduction. So they got together. You know, these are guys who they know each other. They had a great conversation about careers. You know what I'm saying? Past endeavors, the ups, the downs, and all the way around. You know what I'm saying? But they also talked about mental health. And you already know, man, when I see people like this talk about mental health, it makes me feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a point in time where wasn't nobody in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Or nobody who, you know what I'm saying, wasn't professional or hoity-toity or whatever you want to call them, wasn't talking about mental health. This thing has been foreign to us in our neighborhoods, in our hoods. You know what I'm saying? It's been foreign to us. You know, there's not a lot of people bringing this type of information to the neighborhoods where we experience so much trauma. You know what I'm saying? I got partners who was out, they was in the streets. They got PTSD. They come and talk to me about it. Like, I ain't no psychologist or no psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? But I am somebody that somebody can talk to about any and everything because, you know what I'm saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know, man. I've always been a person that people can talk to about whatever, right? because the conversations that I have with people, they stay directly where they at. I don't use those for content. I don't use them as talking points for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't cross information. I feel like that's whack to me when somebody comes to you in confidentiality, you know what I'm saying? And then you choose to, just because you fall out with a person, you choose to uh, try to weaponize, you know what I'm saying, their personal conversations that you had with them. And I feel like that's whack and that's lame. And if you do that, you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you always, man. But anyway, not even about that, right? Let's get to Dro, Parlae, in the apartments. You know what I'm talking about? In the apartments, man. So let's get right to it, man. Like I said, man, like, share, and subscribe to the Trill Pill. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you make sure you hit that little button, that little bell. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go to, matter of fact, you know, I don't have to say it. It's right there at the very bottom. So make sure you go do that, man. I appreciate you for listening. Without further ado, Dro, Parlay, in the apartments. In the apartments with mental health. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Like I said, hey, also, go subscribe. And I'm going to drop the link to this interview and this page in my description. But as you can see, go follow everything you see on the screen. The OG Talk the Podcast. Go subscribe to that. Do it right here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Hit that bell. Boom. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. It's that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. You know? And we can get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Trill Pill in the apartments. Parlay. Dro. Talking about mental health. All right. Let's get to it.
Perfect. Yeah. That's good. Club owner, with your label, independent, clean,
TV.
mind thinking, got your mind working right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clear thoughts, clear actions.
Yeah.
That shit good, dog. You really inspire me, but I stopped doing everything already. And weed is medicine to me. Yeah. See, I got anxiety and PTSD like a motherfucker.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
I go to therapy a lot. Therapy is good. You know what I mean? It opened up my eyes to a lot of things I grew up with. Like the little boy that was in me that really didn't get a chance to grow up. You know what I mean? Being shot at a young age and being able to get this out on a weekly basis is good too.
It's that's that part that you're going through right now helps your mental health.
It does.
A lot of black people don't understand that. I ain't gonna say 100%, but I'm gonna damn near say motherfucking 99.
Just say that.
99%. If you from the projects, you got mental disorder. If you get scared of police, you got mental health. Nigga, if you get mad fast, you got mental health. And people think that they don't have mental health disorder. You hear mental health awareness, people think that means you're crazy. Goddamn,
not necessarily.
Yeah, no, schizo and you know what I'm saying, go crazy. No, this is your mental health. This is how you think, how you feel. And if you somebody who feel like you're going through something, find somebody to talk to.
Yes, it's okay. Therapy is okay. We coming in our culture is we tough it out. Alcohol and a blunt just ain't enough to actually get that out of your head what you went through and saw your mama go through. Like if your mama smoked the dope, that's trauma. You feel me? Like being shot, that's trauma at a young age. Keep going to jail, sitting in that cell like that, that's trauma. You feel me? So if you can find somebody to talk to that's like a doctor or a therapist or something, don't be scared to go and open up and tell people actually what happened to you. Get back to that child that you lost in the inside, like, and tap into that shit. And I guarantee you'll feel better, man. I do.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Because every year I have mental health events. We have a basketball we call Mind Over Matter. We have a football called Flag of Four Calls. We do kickball called Kicking Depression. We do dodgeball called Dodging Depression.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And, we about to have another Flag of Four Calls tournament. So we got to get you to come out there and speak to the people.
I will.
You know what I'm saying? I think you speaking to people and tell people your experience and what you go through. See, cause I be having real niggas, these project, these hood niggas. I do this shit for the the hood niggas, the niggas who think ain't nothing wrong with me for real.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they see somebody like you, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, and you might be able to help somebody, you know what I'm saying, find some help. Because niggas right here going through shit, niggas is crashing out. Yeah. See, this is the thing about in the hood with mental health. Niggas in the hood with mental health, they not gonna do something to themselves. They just gonna crash out.
They're gonna crash out.
You see what I'm saying? So when you see a lot of these young niggas crashing out, I think it's because they're going through mental health disorders.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
It's sad though, but you know, it's actually okay to get help, man. And it's not a bad thing. I know you want to be tough and act like, oh shit, man, I'm just pumping a perk, man. Got them rolling on, you know, crashing out. You feel me? And it's not good to crash out because you got kids that's looking up to you. What if you went and talked about it and, you know, take your family with you? You know what I mean? I think all my brothers need therapy. I think all my homies can use some, you know, just this is a piece of therapy for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like being able to tell you about things that I've been through and get it out. You feel me? And feel good about it. And at the end of the day, we congratulate each other on our accomplishments. And when you walk out, you're like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was all right there.
And if you repeat, it relieves a lot of stress and helps your mental.
Facts. Well, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of more stuff that I want to.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Like, shout out to Parlay, man. He said he throws some events. You know what I'm saying? Dodging depression, flagging for depression, mind over matter. Like that shit right there is what I eventually want what I have. Like that's in the plans. Like when I sat down and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this podcast, but I don't just want to sit here and talk about it. Like I'm talking about it's cool, and I talk about it all day, all night. But I also want to have events. Like I want to see the people. See, that's one thing that when I was growing up in South Dallas, that's one thing that like my mama, you know what I'm saying, God rest her soul, she was a very big event person. Like when it came down to the community, whether even to anything, when it comes to whether it's me playing football or you know what I'm saying, or helping out at the food pantries or helping out at events with the South Dallas Cultural Center or whatever it was, she always loved touching the people. You know what I'm saying? Get on the ground level with the people. Same thing for my pops. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do that same thing. And I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to get down with the people. The people who they tell you don't matter. The people who, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I ain't no street nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from the streets, but nonetheless, I'm from the hood. So just being from the hood, like you ain't gotta be from the streets. It don't matter whether you from the streets or not. They telling you, the stats say that nigga, you won't make it. That's what the stats say. The stats say you can't make it because you from here. You can't make nothing happen because you are from here. You ain't gotta be from, wherever, like just pick your city, your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, in your state, wherever you from. If you come from, like I said, I come from South Dallas. South Dallas is historically, excuse me, it's a historical part of the city, but it's a rough, it's 5 to 8% below the poverty line. You know what I'm saying? As much revenue as that part of the city brings to the state and to the city, it's not poured back into that. So that leaves people having to fight for, you know what I'm saying, scratch for the scratch. So, but just because they say you are from there, you are from your hood, you know what I'm saying, wherever you at in your state, in your city, or you know what I'm saying, type of rural area, or wherever you from, the stats say that you can't make it because you're from there. That's where I want to go. I want to go to the people that the mother people said they don't care about. That's where I want to go. Because I want to show them that somebody cares about them, that somebody's there for them, or something is there for them to reach out to. You know what I'm saying? And that's all in the planning. And it's coming in due time. But I think with Parlay and Young Dro having that conversation, like Parlay was saying to Dro, man, going through what you're going through is going to help out a lot of other people. People that think they all right, they'll tough for that. Like that's what Parlay said about niggas are so used to just toughing it out. I'll tough it out. You know what I'm saying? When you try to tough it out, you end up crashing out. All right? When you try to tough it out, you end up crashing out. You know what I'm saying? And everybody makes mistakes. And it's one thing if you don't know any better, but once you start knowing better, you got to start doing better. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like I said, it's something about being, you know what I'm saying? It's something about just being in that moment. You know what I'm saying? That it just hit different. Being in those areas that we all come from, they all just hit different. You know what I'm saying? We all go through our things day-to-day basis. If you grow up in these certain type of areas, it don't matter where you in the streets or not. You've seen something, or you seen something, and you learn habits that were not natural, that you shouldn't have. A lot of my partners grew up real fast. They shouldn't have. Like you heard Young Dro saying, when he goes to therapy, it unlocks that inner kid. It lets that. Now, mind you, this is a grown man, but he said it unlocks that inner kid. You know what I'm saying? And allows that his inner child, that past version of him, that was a teenager, that was, you know what I'm saying, doing what he was doing, it allowed that one to heal. See, sometimes just because you're growing up, it don't mean that like you heal. Just because you made it through a rough situation, that don't mean you heal from it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's great that you made it through, but you still have to completely heal from it. It's kind of like I always say. I always use the analogy that you can't put a Band-Aid over a bullet wound. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a Band-Aid over a bullet wound. You just can't. It don't work like that. You still gonna bleed out. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn how big how strong the Band-Aid is. You can't put no Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Something gonna go wrong. You gotta properly take care of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, come on, man. You gotta clean it out. You know what I'm saying? Do all type of shit like that. But you can't put Band-Aids over bullet wounds. If you got trauma, whether in your younger years or even in your older years, if you have trauma, period, in order for you to move on, you got to go and take care of that trauma. You got to go deal with that. Like me personally, I call it going head up with the bull and crack the horns. You know what I'm saying? You got to go head up with the bull and crack the fucking horns. You know what I'm saying? You got to start, you got to stop running from your demons. You got to stop running. And like I said, I ain't the perfect. I don't know everything. And people, anyway, I get to that at the very end. But anyway, I don't look, man. You got to go face up with your demons, man. You got to go head up with them. You got to go face to face with them. You got to walk your demons down. You know what I'm saying? Like Dro said, man, it ain't a bottle big enough in the fucking world. It ain't a blunt big enough in this world. It ain't no weed that can take you higher than high. That's that's gonna take you away from your trauma. You got to go deal with that. You know what I'm talking about? You got to go deal with that. You have to go deal with that. Like I said, you got to go head up with the bull and crack the horns. You got to go face to face with your demons, kind of like they do in like boxing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, they do it, with the boxing. You know what I'm saying? How they do it, have a little face off with boxing or battle rap or whatever. They're having a little face off. You got to have a face off with your demons. You know what I'm saying? And therapy is one way. You can either go to therapy, like Dro said, therapy works for him. I think therapy works for everybody. You got to at least go and try it. And when you go and try it, don't go and try one time and then quit, because it ain't going to be no cakewalk. You got to go and try, because they're going to ask you thought-provoking questions that you have to go and sit down and think. And I think that's one thing that gets in the way of a lot of our healing, is the fact that we don't want to hear nothing that ain't positive for us. Everything that we want to receive, all the compliments, all the accolades. We want to let, when somebody tell or makes us realize that we done did some fucked up shit, or that we are not right, or it's certain ways to heal, or you know what I'm saying, somebody pulls that trigger. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want to do it no more. Like I tell people, my first experience with therapy is I went to therapy and I stormed out that shit. I stormed out. Now, mind you, this is years after I done been through, college, and had a couple kids. At that time, my mother has been passed away at that time for like 4 or 5 years. So I'm telling everybody, I'm all right. My grandma just passed away. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change careers. I'm coming from education into, transportation. So there's a lot of things that was going on. But me being me, you know what I'm saying? Just me being Khalil Sneed. I ain't saying nothing about it. I'm toughing it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm toughing it out, not knowing that my wife at the time, she sees it. You know what I'm saying? Then her mother passed away, so it just nigga was trying to tough it out, and that doesn't work. All right, that doesn't work. You sitting there like, I don't care, man. I ain't, look, you can be the strongest, toughest, roughest bone in the body. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is, man. If you can't go and head up with your demons, you got a problem, dog. But then the people who I love to talk about mental health with, like it's not and about to like, and about the professionals. Like they cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about to the people, man. The ones who, you know what I'm saying, downtrodden. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones who trying to really make some out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you grew up in these neighborhoods where, the hoods or whatever you want to call them, ghettos, whatever you like, one of the traits that you acquire is making something out of nothing. Learning how to survive. You know what I'm saying? We have learned how to survive for so long. All right? We have learned how to survive. Not saying learning how to survive is a bad thing, but we get caught up in learning how to survive, and we forget, and we don't know how to live. I want you to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I might do a live about that. You know what I'm saying? You forget how to live when you've been surviving your whole life. You've been scratching your whole life. Everything you ever had wasn't given to you. Either you have to take it or earn it your whole life. People look down on you your whole life because of where you're from, because of your mistakes, because of you don't know this right now. You feel like people try to, well, society creates these constructs, so whatever you want to call them, and you feel like because you don't fall within those guidelines, quote unquote, those social constructs or whatever the fuck this shit is, the timelines of, oh, you got to do this by 20. You got to do this by 30. You got to do this by 40. And if you ain't done this by 40, then you ain't never going to be shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that you feel down about yourself because you ain't got it all. You ain't you ain't getting it like you used to get it. You know what I'm saying? I put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So you feel a certain way about yourself. You start feeling insufficient for your mistakes when, man, that's when you learn the most. That's when you learn the most. You know what I'm saying? That's when you learn the most. I ain't never learned much from a win, even though I was playing sports. But I learned the most from a loss. You know what I'm saying? I learned the most from a loss because it makes you go back, reevaluate yourself, see what you did wrong, see what you did good, and see what you can make better, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? We just need more conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's just one picture that I love. You know what I'm saying? I love, or do I still have it? Yeah, this one right here, man. Fellas, you know what I'm saying? It's what we got to do, dog. You know what I'm saying? See Meek, Gotti, Savage. I don't know who this closer picture is like. I don't know who that is out there. Yeah, I don't know who that is in the back, but hey, man, talk to your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your people. Fellas, we got to stop trying to tough it out because we are the head of our families. Whether you with the woman or not, don't matter. We are the head of our families, man. If you got kids in this world, you are the head of the family. It don't matter where you with your baby mama or your whatever. It don't matter. You're the head of the family. All right. If they see you give up, what do you think your kids gonna do? If they see you give up, how do you think your woman is going to view you? If they see you being taught to a certain kind of way, how do you think your kids are going to view you if you're giving up? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be down and to, start the process of getting back up. And it's one thing to not only get down and then just lay down. Just lay it down. You can't lay it down out here, man. As you can see, you gotta check the temperature. You gotta put your thermometer in the crack of the street. You know what I'm saying? Go put a thermometer in the ass crack of the street and check the temperature. Because if you know what I know, this is time to rise up. The whole world is fighting back. You got to too. You know what I'm saying? In the first place, we got to start with fighting back. Is we got to fight back with our spirit and mind. There's a song on Goody Mob's album, Soul Food, called Fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's called Fighting. Go listen to that. Go listen to what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Especially like it connects because I'm talking about in the apartments with Parlay. You know what I'm saying? From Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Dro, Parlay from Atlanta. So yeah, go listen to Goody Mob Soul Food Fighting. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to it called Fighting. Out the album Soul Food. It's called Fighting. Go listen to that. You know what I'm saying? And don't just listen to it for the beat, because it's come on now, it's the Dungeon family, so it's always hard. But actually, go read the lyrics so you can go and what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And just keep consuming great content. You know what I'm saying? Keep consuming great content, man. Y'all gotta really, really, really be aware of what you consume on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes a lot of this shit out here is not to help us out. It's not for us to even, you know what I'm saying, be a part of. Some of us just don't belong to some of these conversations with these people who ain't got our best interests at heart. So be careful where you at. Be aware. Never stop fighting for your spirit and your mind. You know what I'm saying? In the apartments with Parlay, Young Dro, best thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, two legends from the South, and you know, it's just good conversations with great people, man. So, I'm about to cut it off right here. You know what I'm saying? I have to leave y'all with something, man. Look, man. Today is October the 30th. Shout out to my brother's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Shout out to my brother Sean. It's his birthday. Another year in the books, my nigga. Shout out to you. I love you, bro. And tomorrow is Halloween. Do have a Halloween show. You know what I'm saying? We talk about lobotomy on my Halloween show. It's some weird, crazy, horror type shit. But anyway, talk about it like that. And if your kids are going out trick or treating, please, please, please be careful. Please, please, please be a guardian. Like, get your ass up and go out and make sure that them kids is all good. If your kids want to go trick or treating, I don't care how old they are, get your ass, get your lazy ass up and go out and make sure, or at least keep a, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be right all up on them, but stay with them. Stay some, you know what I'm saying, behind them. Be in the whip, you know what I'm saying, just in case anything go down. It's weirdos that are out here that this is their time of the year when the kids is out. Uh, you'll be surprised how many, how much crime with, around kids is committed, and it's weird. I checked those stats out, and it's weird. So make sure you search the kids' candy. Make sure you search the kids' candy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you search the kids' candy. Please, please, please. I don't care if you think they got a man. Go search that shit. I don't care. You gotta be careful. These are our babies. You know what I'm saying? These are our babies out here, and you already know. You know, adults is one thing, but I'm all about the kids. I got 3 kids of my own, so I got love for all the kids. They the future. They gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that, you know what I'm saying, are going to be taking care of us in the next 30, 40, 50 some odd years. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who are going to continue to break the cycles. You know what I'm saying? They'll continue to break. So I care about the kids, man. I used to be a teacher too, so I care about the kids and all that shit. But make sure you check their candy. Go check that candy out. Make sure that you go, um, you know, make sure they're all right. Make sure they're safe. You know what I'm saying? If you got to ride around and kick the thigh out on you, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna trip when I ride around. My kids be, trick or treating. Hey man, best believe I got that goddamn it on me. You know what I'm saying? That goddamn it is always on me nearby, because I don't want nobody no thing touching my kids, tackling my kids, taking the kids, or any other kid on top of that. You know what I'm saying? I better not see anything going on out there, whether it's my kids or somebody, I don't care. It's going down. Hands, feet, elbows, submission holds. You know what I'm saying? About these babies. That's how Trill, I'm about these babies, man. Real talk, man, because I don't give a damn about you adults, but these babies, they actually got something to live for. But anyway, much love to y'all, man. Like I said, make sure if your kid going trick or the treating, make sure they're safe. Make sure they, make sure you check their candy, and and also, if you don't want to go trick or treating, go to the Dollar Tree, man. Go to the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, and go get bags of candy and just sit at the house, kick your feet up. You know what I'm saying? Make some caramel apples or something. Just do something. Whatever it is, make sure the kids are safe. You know what I'm saying? That's all, man. But I done been in here a little bit longer than I really wanted to be on. But you know how it is. When I start talking, I can't stop. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, man. Press this end button. But like I said, man, I got love for y'all, man. Much love to y'all. You already know my slogan. You know what I'm saying? Got two up. Man, I got about 4 or 5 slogans, but I only use 2 of them now. You know what I'm saying? One of them is stay trill and heal. And the other one, my favorite one, is mind your mental to be monumental. Much love to y'all. God bless. Be safe. Do your thing. I'm out this way.